These are the best guns in the game, thanks for watching. Okay, but seriously, let's talk about guns that aren't these, because using the same shit all the time gets pretty boring. Starting with the Type 25. Now honestly, this gun is pretty good up close. It's basically a submachine gun. However, it needs a stopping power magazine so it can be consistent. The problem with that is that this magazine only has 30 bullets. I mean, maybe if you're a god, then maybe you don't need this magazine and you can use the extended one, but not all of us are either. If the stopping power magazine had a few more bullets, like maybe instead of 30 it had 35, like the extended magazine of the AS Val, then maybe the Type 25 would be a much better gun. But that isn't to say that it's a terrible weapon. Let's now talk about the SKS, which in my opinion is a very good substitute for the M67 AMAX. The SKS is a 2-shot kill marksman rifle that requires you to tap the shoot button, and it's pretty good at what it does, as long as you aim for the upper body. Do not rush with this thing unless you're really good, because its mobility can be a bit of a hindrance, but if you have good aim, you'll basically dominate the mid-range. Unless the enemy has a really good sniper. Let's now talk about the UL736, which has honestly been pretty underrated for quite some time. Based on stats alone like damage, range, fire rate, the UL736 is a very good LMG. It honestly feels like a slightly slower assault rifle at times. Practically, however, its horizontal recoil can be an ass if you're not used to it. While this weapon isn't really going to be my first choice of an underrated weapon to use because I don't like horizontal recoil, it's still a nice change of pace from the Holger. Next is the KQ-9. I still really love this weapon. It just feels really good. It has a good fire rate, good mobility, good damage output. It's honestly a very nice submachine gun. I know that its iron sights can shake, but if you can get used to it, it's fine. The only major downside I would say about this gun is that it's not as good as the MX-9. But that's not a bad thing because the MX-9 is freaking overpowered. If you can hit your upper body shots with the KQ-9, you're basically good to go. But I will suggest increasing its range with like the monolithic suppressor or the barrel, or maybe both so it's a bit more versatile. Lastly, let's talk about the Peacekeeper. Honestly, I'm still not used to the gun. It has horizontal recoil just like the UL736, but I can feel the gun's power. Now, if you can get the recoil down, you have a really competitive weapon in your hands. With the right build, you can also strafe pretty fast, which will make you really annoying to hit. It's a great gun, been underrated ever since it's been released, and I'm glad it has a skill cap to use, because if this gun had like 0 recoil, it would honestly be really annoying to go against. It's a great gun, just learn its recoil and you'll have a blast. That's it for this video. Let me know what other guns you think are underrated in the comments. Leave a like, comment and subscribe, and take care of yourself. Goodbye.